Hey guys, welcome back. It's Erica, and today I'd like to talk to you about homework. So if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know that last fall, in October of 2021, I started teaching children online all by myself. No longer working for platforms, went completely solo. You can watch other videos to hear all the history about that. So now here I find myself almost 5 months later and homework. There is a very big expectation that if a child is taking a class, there will be homework. This is definitely something that parents ask for, and I've given different answers as I've gone along. I started out completely overwhelmed and not really even knowing what I was going to do for curriculum. So homework was just something I didn't even think about. Then I started using Classin. They have a pretty decent system for assigning tasks and getting that back and everything. And then the wheels fell off that bus. There's something going on with Classin as of April 2022 that the notifications aren't working. So not only was I having a low participation rate, but it takes time to make these little tests and quizzes and whatever. I wanted to think that I could do it so quickly, but a couple weeks ago, I just found myself completely burned out, and I thought, I have got to find a different way. There's got to be a better way to do this. And there is. If you are using Classin especially, you could probably adapt this to your situation. Ask me about adapting in the comments below. Tell me what you're using, and I bet I have a good idea for homework for you. But if you're using Classin, even the free version does this. What you can do is after every class, you'll notice the little place that would have said prepare for class when you schedule one, that turns into little bars. That's your class report. Open that up if you haven't already, and you will be amazed. This really makes you look like you've done this amazing report. So in there, there's the teacher's comments at the very bottom, and you can give the students stars. They can also rate you, by the way. That's something else. But above that, you have a wonderful moment section, and then you have Blackboard Writing. Blackboard Writing will be the first section. So in that, during class, I've become a little more intentional about it, knowing that that will all be there. If you're doing any kind of like sentence building or doing like phonics blending and you're actually typing things into that Blackboard space, anything you type that's not typed onto an image or a PowerPoint will be captured there. And each time you clear the board, it will make a new one, and you might have like maybe if you clear the board 3 times, you'll have 3 sets of Blackboard writing that they can go through. So all of that is stuff that I tell my students to review. That's your homework. Go back to Blackboard writing. Look at the sentences we made. Make some sentences on your own. You don't have to send it back to me. That's just what you can do. And sometimes students will send me something and say, is this good? That's easy. And we do that all in the chat. I'm not messing with quizzes. I'm not messing with the homework tab right now. This is all just back and forth in the chat. And it's been very minimal. I have 15 students. I have 2 that might contact me midweek to ask me a question. And then the other thing is wonderful moments. Now, wonderful moments can be tricky because it's only taking a screenshot every minute. I think it starts 30 seconds into your class and then takes a snapshot every minute until you close the class. Most of the time, these are my instructions. Review the Blackboard writing, practice some sentences, and look at the wonderful moments to catch the vocabulary, because usually I always include an objective slide there, or if I'm using something that I'm sharing, I'll try to have the objective slide up while we're chatting, so that'll get captured there. So those are really simple things. And a third thing I do, this is a little more time consuming, but you're getting the most bang for your buck if you do this. I like to create EDB files. These are the interactive files that we can make in Classin that allow us to maybe do a drag and drop exercise. You could have, with little kids, big A and small a, have them drag those 2 things together to make pairs. I might have a drag and drop exercise. I've been using a lot of RAS books, and so I might have a wordless book that I've typed the sentences into and left out the verbs or left out the nouns. And during class, students are dragging and dropping those words to complete the story. Then guess what? 25 minutes is not enough time to interact with that. So I just passed that EDB file that I created. I can share that with my student. And so I just drop it into the Classin chat and say, here, go ahead, click on the edit button. You can play with this again. And I could tell them, go ahead and make the story and go ahead and, practice dragging and dropping again. Make your own sentence. Since I already spent the time to make it, why not use it again as homework? And that's been working really well. Really easy. Or sometimes if I find a cool video that I think my student will like, share it in that way, little clips of things to show them like how to pronounce a word or whatever. I'm building a little library of those slowly. That's not like a big priority, but the main thing, if you're using Classin, that is available to you, go ahead and direct them back to the Blackboard writing that you guys did. You'll be surprised all the great things that you do there and that you can tell them to go ahead and review. The second thing is wonderful moments. That'll capture an objective slide, usually with all the vocabulary, or if not, if you don't have an objective slide, it should capture certain things. And you could even, as you're getting used to this, go back and be like, oh, take a look at like the third slide or at minute mark, whatever, because they're all time stamped, and practice this or whatever you want to do. Or you could just say, no homework. This is a conversation only class, or what you see in class is what you get. That's totally an option too. But if you're feeling the pressure like I do, and you're wanting to meet parents somewhere in the middle with their expectation of homework, these are some great options for you. So I hope this was useful to you, and tell me in the comments below. Please, I love to hear from you guys. Tell me, what are you doing? Because I want to learn from you too. So tell me what you're doing with homework, whether that's all the things, some of the things, none of the things, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.